Hey guys, MeAdmiralStarks back with another video, and finally we're doing the Japanese tiers lineups for the upcoming merge update. I don't know when it comes, please don't ask me, everyone's been asking. Darkflow does not tell me more than they say publicly out in the news, so no idea. Hopefully this year, honestly, that's my probably expectations. And based on the new matchmaking, we're doing these lineup videos because it's actually important now to stick within your tier. Right. Japan, a very, how to say, shallow tech tree. There's a lot empty gaps, and you will see that, and we are starting right off into tier 1, and it actually shows you the tier progresses here on top. You can see I haven't even unlocked the fully tier 1, and because of these weapons are unlocked doesn't mean I've actually played them. I just usually skip things. So for someone that has really not played Pacific, you will probably be a better judge to what is good here, what is not. But we have the Arisaka Type 38 carbine, and then there's a rifle version, Type I rifle, and the Type 97 sniper rifle. I think I've actually used that one in Pacific. A lot of map suits, kind of snipey, cancerous gameplay. I have played the S1100, reminds me a lot of a MP28, MP35, something like that. And then the Type 100 SMG, pretty solid actually weapon choices for your assaulteers, tankers, pilots. I don't think there are no medical squads in Pacific, I believe so. And then obviously, as all of the other nations in tier 1, you don't have any heavier LMGs. They start only in tier 2. Type 97 anti-tank rifle, an absolute beast of a weapon, probably all things considered best weapon in the game. Shoot down planes, shoot down tanks, shoot down anyone. 10 round clip, go pow pow, semi-auto. Absolutely love this thing. Type 89 mortar. Pacific maps are actually very viable for mortar gameplay because all of the points are literally, well, most of the points are pretty open with those little wooden houses that still splash damage goes through. So that's actually cool. You have it in tier 1. You got the Tase, the basic SPAA, and the Hago for the very beginning as your first vehicles. Then you have the Kami, an absolute box of a tank. You'll have to grind it, but I'll probably just stick with these two guys if you really want to be in a tank, or just migrate straight to tier 2 because there are some considerably better stuff there. The E13A1 with its 60 kilo bombs, I've played it time and time again. In Pacific, for some reason, the 60 kilo bombs does good damage, so even this thing is a viable strategy. Where the A5M4, I believe it's the one with the 250 kilo bomb. Obviously bombs are really good in Pacific. The maps are opened and people are usually cluttered, so they work extremely well. And again, as from the rest of the videos, we're going to exclude the premium stuff down on the bottom because we want to see what's in Tech 3s and what's available for free. We're moving on to tier 2. We got the Type 99 rifle late. People were telling me, oh, this is good, you just need to grind it, play it, please. We got some grenade launchery stuff here already in tier 2. I think that's across all the nations. They get their first one with the grenade launcher in tier 2. And then we have another variant here for Type 99 as a sniper rifle. Then we get an actual MP28 with the 7.65 millimeter ammunition. Probably the people that know what's the difference from a regular MP28. I really don't. Type 2A SMG. This thing looks futuristic as heck, but I've never played it. You'll see gradually out of tier 2, a lot of levels will be red because I just don't play Pacific whatsoever. So basically, this is just like a tier review. I really have no opinions on these guns. Type 11 LMG. I have played it. It's just your typical LMG. If you're good with it, you're good. You need to find a position where you can lean your weapon on, then it's actually decent as all of the machine guns. Type 97 LMG, but the looks of it probably has more ammo than this one. Type 5 rocket launcher. I've actually played one of these. Weird thing, it doesn't really have an aim, or maybe it's the previous one. No, I played this one. I'm pretty sure I played this one. Like, it has no scope, it has no aim, it has no sight, it doesn't have anything. You just kind of wing it. You just kind of need to feel it, where to aim with it. So I've tried that one, and you have the Type 4 rocket launcher. Looking at this, I want to hope that this maybe has like a sight or something, make it easier to aim. We have the Hawaii. A first tank that kind of looks like a decent tank, but if you really want some firepower, then Honey 1 or Honey I don't know, would probably be a better choice, because it definitely looks like it carries a bit more punch. The D3A1, I might have made a mistake. A5M4, I don't know which one has the bombs. Maybe it was this one. I think this one had the 250 kilo bomb. Really good in Pacific, as I said. And the A6M2 Reason, the Zero, turns like an absolute fly. Doesn't really have the best machine guns, if I remember right. I think they're like 7.92s or something. Or does it have 20s? I can't remember. But I remember me playing it and being very disappointed in the machine guns. Yeah, that's what I do remember. Moving on to tier 3, there's more red stuff that I have not unlocked here. Type A rifle, absolute favorite of semi-automatics in Pacific for Japanese. Played it a lot, love it absolutely. Maybe it's just my Gewehr for Germans love and things like that. I just like these things really a lot. The SIG 1920 again looks kind of like a Lancaster MP28, MP34 type of weapon. Type 100 SMG late, so probably just like a faster fire rate, maybe a longer mag or something. What else do we have for the LMG squad for your gunners? Type 96 LMG and Type 99 LMG. Again, no opinions because I haven't really played them. And across every single nation, the tier 3 is when you finally get your first flamethrower, which is really cool. Type 93 flamethrower. And then for the planes and tanks, very limited. You go straight to Chiha shotgun. It's a short barrel, but it's a thick boy, so I imagine it's good against infantry with the bigger HE shell. And then the B5N2 looks like a kind of naval bomber thing, which probably has some bombs and things like that. Yeah, a lot of empty gaps here. Moving on to tier 4, which is tiny. And by the way, tier 4 for Pacific is the last one. Pacific Japanese do not have any tech that goes over into tier 5, so there isn't even a tier 5. Type Otsu rifle, I've seen this a lot in a kill feed, have never played it. Type 4 rifle, as the last rifle there is at the moment at least. Type 2 SMG, it looks like with a cool long mag, so that's probably a good one. And Type 100 flamethrower, I would only imagine has longer range than the previous Type 93. The top tier gun for the tanks, we have the Chinu. These things usually, I think they used to have like 5-second reload or something, so like a quick reload, like an auto load or something, I think in these. I wonder if Enlisted is gonna like count it in for a tank that has an auto loader. If you lose a crew, your reload speed doesn't change. That would be pretty cool, to be honest. Definitely for the Japanese, this is the best tank that there is. I haven't got any of the event squads because I just kind of went lazy on those events when they happened. So maybe you have a better tank than this one. Right, D4Y1 and the Ki 61-2 Otsukai. I imagine the Otsukai is probably more of a fighter by the shape of the plane. It looks like it's more of a fighter to fight off other planes, where the D4Y1 looks again more like a naval sort of dive bomber, something like that. Probably carries bombs and things like that. That is about it. And as you know that Americans play with Japanese, a little disclaimer: if you select a single weapon, a single soldier, a single tank, a single plane on American side that is tier 5, you automatically rule out any chance of getting Pacific maps and Japanese as enemies, because Japan will not fight in tier 5 at all, completely at all. There are going to be 2 queues for Japanese. The tier 1, 2 and 3 will be in one tier. In one queue against the Americans, and then the other queue, like the tier 3 actually kind of overlaps. The tier 3 is going to be in the other queue with tier 4 as well. So you got 1, 2, 3 in one queue and 3 and 4 in another queue. Maybe a bit confusing. But that's all the info we have here. I did play on the third test server yesterday a tier 2 game as the Germans, no, Soviets in Moscow, and I'm happy to say that it felt like the matchmaking actually worked. We were playing a tier 2, tier 3 game, which is actually fun. So I'm happy to see how this matchmaking actually works in practice. So yeah, make sure you let me know what you think about the Japanese Tech 3. What could be the possible additions you would add to this to possibly take this all over to tier 5. And that's where I'm going to leave you. It's been MeAdmiralStarks. I'll see you guys next one. Goodbye.